Hello and welcome back. This is Dr. Gregory Jenkins here with co-host Judith Curts. And our guest today is Tammy Lindahl, and she's a fitness expert in Santa Clarita. Her stores is on the Old Road next door to the Chase Bank and the Vaughn Shopping Center. And during the break we were talking, and we were going to let Tammy choose what she wants to talk about.
She has some hot topics.
She thinks are important, and we're probably just stepping on her toes here. So
yeah, what
Tammy,
do we know?
Tammy, take it over.
I was actually given an opportunity to give a presentation in a networking group, and I feel like I missed talking about that topic more so I'm like, I'm itching to go.
Well, you scratch your itch.
We talked a little bit about protein powders. You can find them anywhere, and you can find them online. You can find them at the big discount stores. You can find them just about in the grocery stores, probably pretty much anywhere, but you don't always know why you might want a certain one over another. So there's different ones. So you've got your hydrolyzed protein, which is the most quickly absorbable. So someone who's maybe bodybuilding, she's gonna take that, have that in their gym bag. So in the locker after the workout, boom, you take that right away. Then you've got your protein isolates and your protein concentrates. Those are whey proteins. Not vegan, but they can be vegetarian. But those are a little bit more slow absorbing, and those are perfect for anybody looking to lose weight and improve or increase their protein intake. Then we've got the casein protein, which is the slowest absorbing. So someone taking, that's something you could take late at night. So all night long your muscles are being fed a protein. And so there's so many different kinds of different protein, and there's different fillers and sweeteners and things that you want to look for. Some of the proteins at the store are sweetened with sucralose, and some I have that come from grass-fed cows and are sweetened with stevia, so they're clean and all natural. But one of my favorite my favorite protein powders, speak Tammy, I did get sleep last night, so I don't know why I did that.
That's okay.
Is the bone broth. And I have this, it's Dr. Axe's bone broth, and it's really good. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's right up there with Dr. Mercola and Dr. Oz, and he's written a couple books. In fact, if you come to the store and buy a bone broth, you get a free book, his free book, while supplies last. But the bone broth is really an amazing thing, I think, because it's not just you're getting protein, which actually comes from chicken bones, but the bone broth in and of itself is very gelatinous. So what that does is it helps the body, it can cure like leaky gut, which there's really no cure for leaky gut that I know of except for stuff like that. You can take that and it actually increases the connective tissue within the gut. Okay. So it's just a really healthy thing for that. It also helps detoxify the body. It also has naturally occurring glucosamine and chondroitin, which, I'm smiling because for me, as I'm in my 50s now, my joints can hurt if I'm not feeding them the right things.
It's part of the aging.
So with that, it's got that in there, so your joints are going to feel better. It also has stuff in it that will help increase the collagen, which is when we lose the collagen, that's why we wrinkle. And so anything that's anti-aging in that way, I'm all about it. Plus it's, you're getting a protein in, and as far as a weight loss coach, I'm always encouraging eating more protein unless they have certain health conditions.
So losing weight, you do need more protein.
Yes.
I think sometimes when we talk, and on every show, we assume people know. And we may have people who are just brand new to this and saying, well, why do I need protein? So you're saying you need protein to lose weight, to be stronger. What?
Right.
Why do I need protein? Or anybody?
Well, when I break the food down to my clients, my weight loss clients, I have them put their food in categories. There's vegetables, there's carbohydrates, there's proteins, and there's fats. And I give them a why, like why do you want each one of those things? But your why on the protein is to improve or increase your metabolism. So you cannot build muscle without protein. And when you increase your muscle, you're increasing your metabolism. So the more lean muscle you have, the faster your metabolism is, which means you burn more calories while you sleep. So that's why, doing cardio is great, going to the Zumba class is great, and going hiking is awesome because it's good for your soul. Seriously.
Definitely.
Dancing or hiking or doing these things you love is absolutely great for your soul. It raises your serotonin levels and your endorphins and all of that. It's very good. But when you're doing your strength training and you're lifting weights and doing resistance training, you're building muscle, which draws more calories from, your body all day long, every day.
I tell patients that I tell them that you need to make your body stronger because things like Corvettes take a lot more energy if you have a Corvette that's idling, it uses much more gas. If you have a Volkswagen legs, then they don't use much gas. So you'll be sleeping there.
That makes sense.
You're sleeping there, and these thighs are so strong and powerful. They're burning up all kind of calories. So it's really easy to lose weight as long as your body's stronger. And the only way to get it stronger is like what you do.
Right. That's exactly right. So that's the why on the protein.
Okay.
Not
the way, but the why.
It is
not the way.
The way is the why.
The way is the why, yeah.
I'm really confused. How about you all? So I love the anti-aging. Someday I'm going to, realize that I'm aging. But
well, when you start, you let me know.
I will. I'll come into the store. But I would like to know a woman and a man age 50 saying, I haven't done anything. I really probably need to do something. Do they just come into your store and you set up a program?
Absolutely.
Or what should they start with?
Well, I start with a few questions like, what have you done? And how long has it been since you've done that? People say, yeah, I used to work out, but it was 20 years ago. Or it was 6 months ago. So I get a little bit of information. As I said, I'm not a doctor, so I suggest things and I recommend things. So, but basically, if they're not eating a great diet, I suggest, and I know it sounds pretty simplistic, but it's just a general multivitamin. And I have some good ones. And I talk about supplements in general. They're like family. Some of them enhance your life, and some of them got your back, and some of them make you feel really, really good. And there's others that are just useless.
That you don't want.
That actually suck the energy out of your life.
It's called the black sheep of the family. And
so there's always one or two of those. And so I can come in and kind of help you pick out which. I don't carry any of the stuff that I don't believe in, so there's that.
Yeah, that's something I like about your store is that you go up there and the shelves aren't packed with everything. They're only ones that are personally chosen by her to prove that they're the best ones.
Right.
You go to some vitamin stores, there's racks and racks and things, and they all have beautiful labels.
And some of them, as you put them in your body, they come out the same way, and your body hasn't received anything.
So it's a waste of money.
It's a waste of money. And so you want to make sure that you're getting a quality vitamin that will break down in your system, that offers you that stuff. And I have a couple of brands that I have customers coming back, and if I'm out of it, they let me have it. And I'm learning not to ever be out of anything anymore.
Right.
But they feel such a difference. And so for me, I get to share that testimonial with my next customer. So that's a start.
And motivation. We were talking about that at the break, kind of, and you said something that I loved. Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, we were talking. I said, as a competitor, you watch these people go from a mediocre, average looking body to this super, super, super fit. You could see every single line in their abs and in their arms. And I said, the difference between them and the other people is they're not trying it, they're doing it.
That was it.
They've made a decision, and then nothing gets in their way. They go to parties and they eat before they get there. They've made the decision. They're not trying it, because we can try a lot of things, and try is just an excuse to not do what you know you need to do.
And talk, I love that. They're not, say it again, they're not
trying it, they're doing it.
They're not trying it, they're doing it. And I do have patients, I'm sure you do too, Greg, that say, gosh, I want this, or I'd like this, but it's kind of like, I think you like the idea of it, but you're not willing to put the work towards it, or to explore what you really need. Somebody, will say, gee, I wish I had a better sex life. Well, wishing isn't going to help, isn't going to make that
It starts
happen.
with health and fitness.
It absolutely
does it not?
Well, I think it does. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Because when you exude health, you become more attractive, I would think.
You feel sexy.
You do.
You've got a good body. You want to show it off. Share it
Leave
with
the
a
lights
special
on.
person. Yeah, and you can leave the lights on, That sounds, I love that. And do you have any supplements that help with libido?
Well, it goes back to maybe it could be hormonal, and there's some things that I recommend, and I have some formulations that are a combination of different things, or something like Tribulus for the men, or...
Okay, what's Tribulus, and what does that do for the men?
It helps the body naturally increase its own testosterone levels. And I have guys that come back, they buy it regularly, and they said, boy, I put a little skip in my step. They walk in and their butts kind of drag, and they don't have the energy. Because their testosterone levels are down.
Sure.
And so something like that can actually bring it up.
What about, why couldn't a woman take that?
I wouldn't probably give that to a woman. I would probably give her something else.
Okay.
And it would depend where she is in her menopausal cycle, because I've got like progesterone creams and other things that can help regulate hormones, DHEA, or there's other herbs that I can give as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. That's the one thing. Like some of these things that we buy at vitamin stores and from your stores are precursors to what we want.
Right.
Like the Tribulus is not really testosterone, but it's kind of like fertilizer. It makes the testosterone improve. Same thing happens with the chondroitin sulfates and glucosamines. They're precursors. So you put precursors in, and you get better cartilage, etc. So that's why.
Oh, that's a perfect way to put it. Ask the doctor.
Ask the doctor.
And that's why Tribulus would not be good for the woman.
Okay.
Because you're feeding the wrong kind of hormone.
And so if you go in and you're new and you don't consult with someone, you could really be buying the wrong thing.
Well, that I think is the beauty and the charm of my store, because there's, and I hate to even put it out there, you could buy a lot of stuff online, but there's nobody to help walk you through it. Why do you want to pay $59 for this fish oil when you can get one for $9?
And there's no shipping.
Well, there's no shipping, but...
No, but a lot of these things you buy online, the shipping, $29. I go, really?
Oh, wow.
It's only $9 or something.
Yeah.
I don't buy much online, so I don't...
So
and then they have your credit card. Right.
Yeah.
So the fish oil online is, you may be paying more for that. And, at the grocery store, and I'm sure we've all been guilty of picking up something at the grocery because it's convenient,
Right.
but we really don't know what we're getting.
National
Well, if you
Enquirer.
come into the store, and I was going to thinking about talking about it on the radio, but I really need to have you in front of me so I can show you the label, and I can show you a label of something else that I carry, and then like the higher end one, if you will, it's about $50 for I believe it's 60 soft gels, but I show you the difference, what you're getting, and it's clear and it's obvious and it's math. It is what it is. And so if you want pure, omega-3s, or you want some omega-3s and a bunch of filler, and that might be what's good for your budget, and you're living a healthy life, this one over here, the middle of the road one, might be just fine for you. But we'll talk about that, like what's best for your body or your budget.
So it's really nice. You get a free consultation.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that from an expert who, I know this is radio, but she looks amazing. So, wanting to look like Tammy is not a bad thing.
Well, thank you.
Okay, what else is your hot button? I have hot buttons, and of course, Dr. Jenkins thinks that's funny. I get on my soapbox about things like, here I am. What are the things that are your hot buttons about nutrition and vitamins? And
I think I'm on a big kick of antioxidants and just kind of those anti-aging things. And it's hard for me not to take all this stuff off the shelf, because I learn about this one, I got to have that. And I learn about this one, and I got to have that. But, it's a business, so I can't really do that. But there's a couple of new things that I've learned about. And one of them is the sea buckthorn, and I have that in several forms. You can take it in a soft gel, or you can take it in a juice. But it's basically an omega-7, which is a fabulous for your skin. So if you have any patients that are having eczema or psoriasis or rashes or different things like that, it's really good for the skin, but it's also good for skin for the anti-aging as well. So it helps with wrinkles.
Well, I'll tell patients that right now I tell them to get evening primrose oil.
I have that too.
And I punch a hole in it and rub it on the skin where the rash is. but maybe this would be much better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one is really good, and it can also help with sun damage, and it can also help with the healing of and the prevention of sunburn. So we're in the middle of summer now.
Yes.
If you're taking some astaxanthin, that was I forgot to mention that one we talked about at the beginning of the show. That also can help with the sunburn as well. It's kind of like an internal sunscreen. But the sea buckthorn, that can help with sunburn as well. It helps with growth of hair and nails. It's got your omegas in there. It can even help with acne. So it's just one of those super fruit juices. I mean, I've acai, I've resveratrol, those kind of juices, mangosteen.
And
so,
how do you feel about wine? We always talk about, wine and sex. How do you feel about wine?
I enjoy...
For people who are able to drink without,
complications.
Yeah, or having addictive problems.
Right. I think wine, we talked about that a little bit earlier. I think a little bit is very good for the body. I think it's good for just relaxing. I'm sure it's got to be good for your blood pressure and just soothing your spirit and treating yourself. Now, another reason why wine is very good for you, specifically the red wine.
Have you had wine this
I haven't
morning?
even had any yet.
She's saying red wine
is what's in it is the resveratrol, and that's what's in actually the skin of the grape. But the resveratrol is your super anti-aging. It's also good for cholesterol and healing from the inside, healing the cells from the inside. So I have a couple of products, and a lot of my anti-aging, like hyaluronic acid, will come with maybe a partner of resveratrol, or collagen will come with resveratrol, or sea buckthorn will come with turmeric, or some of them combine. So it's kind of neat to see what works.
I've seen I'm new to California, but I've seen a lot of people are doing Botox and doing all these things for the skin. And we don't need to examine that now, but what can you do if you're not getting Botox or pre-Botox, or just to help your skin, give it that glow,
Okay, so that's just like, it starts from the inside. I mean, we can put creams, we can put Botox, like you said. We can put stuff on the outside, and not all of them are bad. In fact, I know a lot of good quality products, and I even have skincare products on my shelf.
Oh, you do?
I do.
That's great.
I sell mostly supplement stuff that goes internal, but when you eat good, when you feed your body these beautiful antioxidants, your antioxidants are your A and your C and your E's. You're eating all the right foods, especially your greens and your vegetables. It shows on the outside. When somebody doesn't feel good, does it not show in their face? Their face they're just wrinklier and they're grayer and they don't have that glow about it.
It's true.
But to build shiny, beautiful, healthy skin, you gotta have your vitamin C. You cannot build collagen in your system without vitamin C. It's one of the building blocks. If you're missing it, you're not gonna get it.
Wow.
We go back to the wine.
Let's always go back to after the show is done.
The American Heart Association, which is a totally conservative organization. The American Heart Association, which is a totally, very, very stable organization, they recommend that you have 2 glasses of alcohol a day.
2 glasses.
2 glasses. So that's going to be.
I thought you said 2 ounces. 2 glasses.
No.
Now the party's on.
Well, it's 2 martinis or 2 beers or 2 wines. So those things make you live longer. And also, what I've been seeing in my office, that people are vitamin D deficient now.
Oh,
they don't get sun. They don't eat it. I don't know. So I bet you have some good products for that.
I do. I have chewable, I have drinkable, I have, the kind you swallow, capsules, tablets, and in different strengths as well. So, and that's one of the ones that definitely turns over, because good doctors like yourself are informing their patients that they are low in D, and a lot of it's that energy thing.
Right. The vitamin D is so important. It keeps tumors away and a whole bunch of things.
So to me, that's really surprising, because we're living in all of this sunshine, but I, take it from the doc and the nutritionist. So we need to go to break, do we not?
We're getting
and
the
Justin
nod. We're getting the nod.
Yes, we need to go to break, but we will be back. You're listening to AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. So, hi, Santa Clarita, and welcome back to the Doc and Doc Show. Dr. Judith Curts, and I'm here with Dr. Gregory Jenkins, and we are here with our special guest, Tammy Lindahl, and I'm excited. You've gotten me excited in this conversation about nutrition, and I want you to, since we are kind of wrapping it up, it's the end of the show. It goes quickly, right? Mm-hmm. I want you to tell people whatever you want them to hear, something that maybe you said, oh, this is important. I'm motivated. You've really gotten me pumped. So.
Well, I just, it is exciting to me, and I've enjoyed thoroughly learning so much about all these different products and supplements. But I want the people to know that we are not just a sports nutrition, which we have. We have all those proteins I mentioned. We have pre-workouts and post-workouts and recovery and all that stuff for your athletes. But we also have stuff that you could give to a baby. We've got homeopathics for teething and colic that you would feel very confident giving to a little baby, and everything in between: vitamins, minerals, condition-specific supplements like for sleeping or constipation, probiotics. But we also have essential oils as well. So I've got all of
Love
She's
essential
smiling.
oils. Love them.
Her face just lit up, so you know.
Love them.
So we've got a little bit of everything.
Well, great. And your hours are?
We're 10 to 6 Monday through Friday and 10 to 5 on Saturday. And the reason I close at 6 is just because I have all of my seminars and classes after 6 p.m. or before 10 a.m.
Thank you for being with us, and
Thank you for having me.
I hope all of you are as pumped as we are about getting healthy and getting our life back.
Yes, that sounds exciting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm really excited. So thanks for joining us tonight, this afternoon, I guess. And we are at KHTS Radio in downtown Newhall, and this is Dr. Gregory Jenkins and Dr. Judith Curts. Thank you.